Fighting out of Woburn, Massachusetts. Here is the #7 ranked bantamweight contender, Rob Font. And Dom, there's no overstating how much confidence he gained from that recent win over Adrian Yanez. He had dropped a couple in a row, competitive 5-round fights, but then to dust a guy like Yanez, who had a lot of momentum in round 1, set the table for this opportunity against Sandhagen tonight. We'll see what Robbie Font can do with it.
Oh yeah, if anybody can handle it though, it's Font. He's proven that with the power that he has in his hands, he can knock a lot of people out. He's very long and lanky, and that's another tangible that people don't know about. When he's in there, his hands like reach his ankle.
Yeah.
So when he's jabbing you, you don't realize how much farther it's going to reach than it does. He's facing Sandhagen, who has great stance switch, great move, great footwork, never sits still, always fluid in motion. So he's got his hands full, but his offense, the way that he lands strikes, the way that he goes to the body, these are all keys that he does naturally that will help him against a guy like Sandhagen. I think the key in this matchup for him is going to be to not chase, make sure he's feinting and faking without chasing, and match stance. Whenever Sandhagen's switching stance, I think you're going to see Font try to match the same stance. So if he's got a southpaw, he's going to be conventional. If you've got a conventional fighter, then he's going to be southpaw. He's going to always try to offset what Sandhagen's looking for. And I think these are the little reads you're going to see in this matchup.
I totally agree with everything you say, Dom. However, I also think his willingness to engage, his willingness to get involved in a firefight, to just throw down and bite on the mouthpiece, I think that could be a real game changer for him. When you look at Sandhagen, he's a sophisticated mixed martial artist. He is so technical, cerebral, methodical, whatever you want to call it. But this is also animalistic fighting, and Rob Font, I think, has the advantage in that department there. And that win against Yanez boosted his confidence endlessly. I mean, he's got such great experience, but that's what he's got to do. Take away the range, the movement of Cory Sandhagen, and try and turn it into a dogfight.
Well, and sometimes when you're in your fighting prime, as Rob Font is, it can be hard to shut it down for a year. That's what he did after the Chito Vera fight. That was April of 2022. And man, did he return in a big way in Miami in April. Now, it is Cory Sandhagen in the crosshairs. The Sandman, Cory Sandhagen, the #4 ranked bantamweight contender. Michael, most of the loudest ovations all week long in Nashville have been reserved for this man, and to hear his fellow fighters talk about him is something special for me. Your thoughts on Cory Sandhagen in another massive spot here tonight?
Well, he said it himself. He said, I'm a more highly engineered and modern mixed martial arts weapon than what Rob Font is. And if I lose to him, I will be very disappointed with myself. And it's hard to disagree, right? When you look at Cory Sandhagen, he is sophisticated, he does move well, he switches stances, he has no weak areas, he can wrestle, he can kickbox, he's got high-level jiu-jitsu, and he's got experience. He's got 3 losses in the UFC, all to either the current or former champions, Aljamain Sterling, TJ Dillashaw, and Petr Yan. And he's learned from all of those things, and now he truly feels that he's coming into his own. He's looking to build up the momentum of the Chito Vera win, which was a very dominant, great night at the office, and try and take out Rob Font. It ain't going to be easy, but skill for skill, you could argue that what he said, his statement about being a more highly engineered weapon, yeah, I could agree with that.
Yeah, Cory Sandhagen switches. He has so many different looks he gives you, so many different stances, so many different fakes, feints. But realistically, what I see is a man who switches stance and is very basic in each stance with his offense. But what makes it tricky is his footwork and the way he mixes it all together. I mean, it's basic 1-2s, high kicks, and all that in each stance, but it's the switch and the constant offense and defense moving forward and back. That's what makes him so tricky. He doesn't just fight forward. He fights laterally. He fights forward. He fights back. He fights in all directions. And when you're facing threats in every direction, plus jump knees, elbows, all these different things, it's just a dangerous opponent. And Rob Font is facing somebody who's very dynamic.
All right, ready to go with the main event from Nashville. This tail of the tape is brought to you by Toyo Tires, official tire of UFC. Cory Sandhagen, near 4-1 favorite tonight, is 31 years of age. Rob Font, 36. Now, Sandhagen is taller by 3 inches, but it will be a reach advantage of 1.5 inches for Rob Font. All right, now for your main event intros, here is Bruce Buck.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Sanctioned by the Tennessee Athletic Commission. Our 3 judges scoring this contest an octagon side are Mike Bell, Derek Cleary, and Sal Diamato. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Jason Herzog. And now, for those in attendance and UFC fans watching around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, Tennessee. It's time! 5 rounds at the UFC catch weight of 140 pounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a striker holding a professional record, 20 wins, 6 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 139 pounds. Fighting out of Woburn, Massachusetts, presenting the number 7 ranked bantamweight contender in the world, Rob Font. Now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 16 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 139.5 pounds. Fighting out of Aurora, Colorado, presenting the number 4 ranked UFC bantamweight contender in the world, Cory Sandhagen.
Fighters, there were no questions about the rules in the back. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Come out ready to fight.
It all comes down to this. Rob Font was to fight in Boston in 2 weeks, stepping in here against Cory Sandhagen. And we'll see which man emerges firmly in the mix at 135 pounds. This fight clock is brought to you by Toyo Tires, official tire of UFC. Sandhagen in black, Font in blue. Main event is underway.
And already the stance game is happening. You'll see every time you see Sandhagen switch, he's doing the same thing, and that takes away the looks that Sandhagen wants in those stances.
Oh, there's the first takedown attempt, and it is successful.
Font talked a little bit about this in our fighter meeting. Felt like his grappling was being underrated by Sandhagen.
That is correct, John.
Well, he's in on the takedown, but he's in a guillotine right now. A guillotine attempt. And right now, Sandhagen's doing the right stuff to try to pass. He's got to pass that right leg, that left leg of Rob Font if he wants to get out of this position. He's going to hop over, but Font has that half guard. Right
attempt is the key word, but I'm telling you, it's a precarious position that he finds himself in right now. It's a modified guillotine. He's chipping away with the elbows there. However, he's only landing with the tricep, so no danger there.
Just a guillotine, and he's got half guard. Arm in.
Yeah, there we go. You know, Font's like a quarter of the way to taking the back, but thinking about a Kimura, they're in a weird position here. In a moment.
Font wants to use this to create space. He wants to get his knees involved in between himself and Sandhagen. So he's using this Kimura attempt to try to get to his feet. It's not really a submission attempt necessarily. Now he'll use it.
Sweeps it, gets on top.
And he's up.
Nicely done by Font with the Kimura sweep. 90 seconds gone by round one.
And that delivers a strong message because Sandhagen took him down very early, the very dry. And what happened? He got him in a Kimura, used it to sweep and to stand up. That says, hey, if you think this is one-way traffic on the mat, you are out of your mind.
Font working off of that jab, doubles up on it and lands. Nice.
As always, sorry, John, always behind the jab and then landed the uppercut.
Sandhagen starting to find the range a little bit. Couple minutes gone by round one.
Good double leg. Beautiful timing. And that's what's the wrinkle in Sandhagen game that he's added. He adds in the takedowns. He gets you pulled into his big strikes in his movement, and then he times the takedowns. And that's what you got to be doing when you're Sandhagen with his striking ability.
Beautiful stand-up ability, though. Going for the sweep.
Pinpoint right hand from Sandhagen caught Font in no man's land. Christian Allen, Carrington Banks, Ryan the Wizard Hall manning the corner of Sandhagen tonight.
Good defense by Sandhagen there, and he takes the back.
Yep. Textbook stuff from Cory Sandhagen, but not easy to do against somebody with the caliber of Rob Font. Oh, almost hit the sweep there. Nice attempt by Rob.
And you've seen as we've gone up the card, look at how much the guys on at this level are using their legs and getting them involved in their jiu-jitsu game. It's not just the upper half of their body. They're always getting the feet in there. They're always using the half guard and swimming their legs and looking for hand control. These are the little things that make a difference in the ground game.
Sandhagen has hit on both of his takedown attempts thus far. We'll see what he can do with this one.
Yeah, and they were clean entries as well, but Font doing the right thing, gets the underhook. Now he's got the butterfly guard. Going to try and elevate. Does that. Up kick. Trying to create space to stand. Oh, there's a cheeky little shot. Nicely done by Rob Font, though.
Outstanding. Quick strikes. Got Sandhagen's attention. Back to the feet.
And now we're not seeing Font switch the same way, so you could tell it's more of Sandhagen's style to constantly switch. That's his rhythm, whereas Font, he doesn't want to do it. It was a read to switch when Sandhagen switches, but you could see that it's just Sandhagen's rhythm to switch.
Well, and then also you can see the confidence of which Rob is fighting because he's been in there with world-class competition. You know, your Jose Aldos and people like that, legends of the game. You know, he's come up short a couple of times, but last time going out there beating Yanez, who was on fire, who was stopping everyone and getting a performance bonus in every single fight, went out there, knocked him out. Now he's like, hold on a minute, listen, I'm just getting going in this sport, and I don't care how sophisticated Cory Sandhagen is or how many hours a day he meditates. I'm here to fight, and I am here to beat him.
Good catch of that kick. And he's able to get a takedown out of it. Let's see what Cory does on the ground here.
Well, exactly, yeah. Let's have a look because Rob handled it well off his back, and I'm sure Cory Sandhagen can as well because he knows his stuff.
Font holding up strong in these grappling exchanges. Entertaining grappling round. Round two coming up.